In a previous article, I introduced Kane's law, which states the structure of an organization dictates the distribution of power, decision-making authority, and the organization's capacity for innovation or adaptation. Without addressing structural patterns, efforts to change systems, culture, or power dynamics will be superficial and ultimately unsustainable. This can be abbreviated to organizational structure determines who holds power, how decisions are made, and the ability to adapt or innovate. This understanding about the relationship between structure and power and the how a company innovates is only useful if we can make some reasonable predictions and observations. This article explores how Kane's law can be used to predict an organization's behavior based on its structure. By analyzing the distribution of power, decision-making authority, and structural alignment, we can make forecasts about how a company will react to certain changes, its innovation capacity, and its likelihood of success or failure. Predicting resistance to change. In rigid, hierarchical organizations where power is concentrated, resistance to change is highly likely. Middle management and top leaders often feel threatened by decentralization efforts, leading to delays or failures in implementing Agile or other transformative methodologies. In companies with hierarchical structures, expect significant pushback when attempting to introduce major changes, such as Agile transformations or flattening of hierarchies. These organizations are more likely to implement superficial changes while preserving the existing power dynamics. To counter this, leaders must focus on engaging middle management early in the process and designing incentive structures that align with the desired transformation. Predicting innovation potential, organizations with distributed power structures are better positioned to foster innovation. Decentralized decision-making empowers teams to experiment, iterate, and take risks, which drives creativity and adaptability. In companies that are structured around autonomous teams, e.g., cross-functional squads or micro-enterprises, expect higher levels of innovation and quicker responses to external changes. These companies are likely to excel in industries that require rapid adaptation to customer feedback or technological advancements. Companies seeking to improve their innovation pipeline should focus on decentralizing decision-making, breaking down silos, and encouraging cross-functional collaboration. Predicting strategic misalignment. In organizations where structure does not evolve in line with strategy, there is often a misalignment between goals and execution. When power remains concentrated, strategy tends to become detached from the operational level, leading to execution failures. In companies where structure is not adaptable and decision-making remains centralized, expect difficulty in executing new strategies, especially those involving innovation, digital transformation, or customer-centric models. To avoid strategic misalignment, companies need to reassess their structure whenever a strategic pivot occurs. This could mean reshuffling teams, delegating decision-making, or creating a flatter organizational hierarchy. Predicting long-term sustainability. According to Kane's law, companies with rigid structures tend to experience increased inertia as they grow, leading to reduced adaptability. Over time, this makes them less competitive in fast-moving industries. Organizations with highly bureaucratic structures will struggle to sustain long-term success as markets evolve and new competitors emerge. They will be slower to pivot, less innovative, and more likely to be disrupted by leaner, more agile competitors. Long-term sustainability requires continuous structural alignment. Companies should regularly audit their structure to ensure it supports adaptability, even as they scale. This includes flattening layers of management and fostering cross-departmental communication. Predicting cultural shifts. Culture follows structure, as noted by Larman's laws and Kane's law. In organizations that maintain strict hierarchies, the culture will remain risk-averse and bureaucratic. In decentralized organizations, the culture will evolve to be more innovative and collaborative. In hierarchical organizations, expect cultural inertia, where attempts to drive innovation or collaboration fail without accompanying structural reforms. In contrast, organizations that have decentralized their structure will naturally see cultural shifts toward innovation. Leaders must understand that real cultural transformation requires structural changes. Without decentralizing power and allowing teams to take ownership of decisions, cultural transformation efforts will fail. Next week, I'll look at what leadership means within the context of Kane's Law.